Hello dear students, once again I welcome all the standard 10 students on this online class. Previous classes we have discussed about chapter 1 and different types of examples which is given in your book also we have discussed, and I hope you all are studying properly in your home and doing the section exercises also. So some examples we have discussed. Related to that examples, many word problems are given in the section exercise. So you must try to solve that one. It will be very good for you. Okay. Today we will start a new chapter, that is work, power and energy. You all are familiar with that words. That means work, power and energy. You may be or may not be know the exact meaning of work, power and energy. But today, according to the science, according to physics, how it is defined and what it is called, work, power and energy, that one we will discuss and we will learn also. Okay. So without delaying, let's get started this one. Work. We associate work with different types of activities. Different types of activities we are performing in our day-to-day life, and we are calling that one as work also. But is it work? Let us know about that. So a weightlifter exerts force as he lifts a heavy weight. Yes, a speaker is doing work when he is giving his speech. However, work is a special term used in physics and is defined as follows. Let us see that one, how it is defined. Work is said to be done. Listen here. Work is said to be done when a body is displaced under the influence of a force along the direction of force. That means whenever we are applying a force on any kind of object, if that object is moving, that means changing its position from one point to another point at the same time along the direction of force, then only we can say that work. But what happens if we apply a force but still that object is not moving anywhere? Can we say that one as work? No. According to physics, we cannot say that this one is work. Yes? So for example, work is done if we push a table and it moves along the ground in the direction of force applied. However, if you try to push a wall, does it move? It will not move anywhere. And at that time we can say that one, no work is performed by us. So when a body moves in a circular path for one complete rotation, if we will try to find out the work done by that particular object, the total displacement, the initial point and the final point merged. Yes. So in that case the total displacement is 0 and hence no work is done by body. Did you understand this one? So measurement of work done, how to measure that one? Evidently there are two factors that must be considered while estimating the amount of work done. First one, that is the magnitude or the amount of force. Second one, the displacement produced by the force. So whenever we are applying a force, yes, normally, obviously it will happen that some amount of force we have applied and displacement will be produced only. So these are the two factors on which that work done is dependent, that is magnitude of force and displacement produced by the force. The work done by a force on a body is directly proportional to the force applied and the displacement produced by the force. Again it is given here, work done is directly proportional to the force applied and the displacement produced by the force. That means work is equal to force into displacement only. That one is the formula. So to explain more about that, it is given in figure 2.1. Two objects are there. Two object not. One object is there, but two different position it is given. When an object is present at position A and we have applied a force, F amount of force we have applied, it moves from position A to B. Yes, let us see the distance or the displacement between them, A and B, is S. And how much amount of force we have applied? F amount of force applied. So according to the definitions of force, work done, If a force F displaces a body from position A to position B in the direction of force, then work done is given by W is equal to F into S. And work is a vector quantity because force is also a vector quantity as well as displacement also. So that's why again it is written as W is equal to F arrowhead into S arrowhead. Yes, if a force acts on a body and the body does not move, then what will happen? Displacement in that case will be 0, but force must be there. F into 0 is equal to 0. In this case, no work has been done. Units of work. Obviously, different types of physical quantities, if we are studying about that, then we must have to know about the units also. Yes. So, the SI unit of work is joule, abbreviated by the letter capital J. And 1 joule can be defined as is the work done when a force of 1 Newton moves a body through a distance of 1 meter in the direction of force. 1 Newton amount of force is applied and 1 meter displacement we have found. In that case, 1 joule amount of work is performed. So, 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. Yes. So, Newton meter is the another unit for the work also. Instead of joule, we can write Newton meter. Instead of Newton meter, we can write joule also. Yes. The CGS unit of work is erg. CGS unit of force is dyne and that of distance is centimeter. You know that one. So, 1 work is equal to 1 dyne into 1 centimeter. Again, 1 erg is the amount of work done when a force of 1 dyne displaces a body through a distance of 1 centimeter in its own direction. Yes, I hope you have understood that 1 joule and 1 erg also. Since 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power 5 dyne and 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power 2 centimeter. So, when we put that values, yes, 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power 5 dyne and 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power 2 centimeter. What we will obtain? 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. Okay, I hope you have understood this much. Work done at an angle. This is the new thing for you. When a force acts at an angle with the direction of motion. So, when a force acts at an angle with the direction of motion. So, let's see that one in figure 2.2. A force F is acting on a body along PQ. A force is act on a body along PQ. Yes, but it displaces the body such that the point of applications of the force moves from P to R. But the body is moving from P to R, but we have applied a force in the direction PQ. In order to calculate the work done, in that case, how can we calculate work done? Yes, previously there was a simple formula, that is work is equal to force into displacement, but here it is different. We are applying a force along a particular direction, but it is moving along a other direction. Yes, in order to calculate the work done by the force F, we have to find the components of the displacement in the direction of the force, which is PQ. So, in right angle triangle, PQR is a right angle triangle. Again, you know that one, cos theta is equal to PQ divided by PR. Yes, PQ divided by PR is how much? S we have taken, or by doing the cross multiplications, PQ is equal to S cos theta. Then work done we have to find out. W is equal to F into displacement only. So, W is equal to F into PQ. So, instead of PQ, what we can write? S cos theta, which we have already found. So, W is equal to F into S cos theta if the work done at an angle. In that case, you will use this formula. I hope up to this much all of you have understood. Again, you just go through your book properly. Okay, thank you.